Hey, what's up everyone? Happy Monday. Today we're doing a makeup episode with Manick Bhan, the founder of Search Atlas. And we'll be talking about how to grow your SEO agency with Search Atlas. I am a Search Atlas user. Search Atlas is also a sponsor of the show. So I'm happy to have the founder on, Manick Bhan. We got about 6 more minutes to go. If you're in the live chat, say hi. Don't be shy. Natalie Pham, hello. Latanya, good morning. Ernesto, my man, yo. Stefan, on a Monday. Here on a Monday. Thanks for coming, brother. How you doing? We got about 5 more minutes to go. Don't be shy. Say hi in the live chat. Today we have Manick Bhan, the founder of Search Atlas, and we're going to talk about how Search Atlas can grow your agency. I am a user of Search Atlas. Search Atlas is also a sponsor of the show. I will not be going over any past videos because I just covered that this past Friday. So we're going to go straight into the interview. If you guys didn't already know, I got a new show every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time called the GBP Roast Show. We all talk about GBPs, GMBs, local SEO. Be sure to check it out. Go to youtube.com/@GBPRoast. Maddox Frey, happy Monday. We got about 3 more, less than 4 minutes to go. Guys, if you're just tuning in, we have Manick Bhan coming on how to grow your agency with Search Atlas. We're going to talk about all the different features of Search Atlas. Fletcher, hi guys. Oh yeah, my man Manick is on the back. What's up?
What's
Manick?
up, bro?
What's up?
How you doing, man?
Doing good. Just saying hi to everyone in the live chats. Are you out in? You're out in Spain now, right? So is it pretty late right now? Or?
Medellin, actually. Yeah, we just got back from Japan a couple days ago, so still getting over the jet lag. So it feels like it's late, even though it's not.
Oh, all right. Guys, we got about 3 more minutes to go. If you're just tuning in, we got Manick Bhan, the founder of Search Atlas, and we'll be talking about how to grow your agency with Search Atlas. We have Kenneth in the live chat. What's up, Dre and Manick? What's up, Kenneth?
What's up, Ken?
Oh, yeah. If you guys got questions, please put them in the live chat while we're conversating. I'm not going to be doing any videos reactions because we did that on Friday. So this is a makeup episode with Manick, and we will be talking about, we'll go straight right into the interview. And we have Kobe. I heard about Search Atlas. What's the difference between SEMrush or Ahrefs? We'll be talking about that all today, so be sure to get all your questions ready. We got the founder of Manick Bhan. Founder of Manick Bhan of Search Atlas, and grow your agency with Search Atlas. All right, guys. Let me know where you guys are watching from. I'm curious. We have about, we got a good amount of people out there. We have, here we have Carol. Hello from Seattle, Washington. Hello, Carol. were you doing a lot of speaking, or were you doing a bunch of just networking with vendors, or all these different places you're in? Yeah.
Well, Japan was just pure fun. So I'm kind of a Japan. I just loved everything about Japan. But before that, we were in Chiang Mai for the largest SEO conference in the world, Chiang Mai SEO, and I was speaking. And yeah, dude, it was killer. It was awesome.
Love it. Would love to hear a little bit more about that and see what you spoke about. We have here Victor. What's up, fellas?
What's up, Victor?
All right, we got about a minute to go. So, Manick, I'm going to put you on mute real quick while I just going to do the quicker introduction, and I'm not going to go over my regular routine because this is hey, went that over on past Friday. So I'll get you on in about 3 minutes. Wait, did you pause? Oh wait, wait? Okay, there you are. You're back. Okay, you froze for a minute.
Don't worry, not going anywhere. I'm here.
All right, guys. We will go ahead and get this place started. Let's see here. We got 23 more seconds. Let me just make sure I get everything here.
Yeah. Hey, time to get it started. No delay. Let's work. Want to see you be an SEO expert. Paul Andre de Vera. Steady dropping knowledge. Over 15 years in the game, so he knows all about it. Master the art of SEO. You will be amazed. Time to get your brand off page to on page. Dropping knowledge. Legendary for sure. Whether you're just getting started or self-employed entrepreneur. Yeah, let's go. Subscribe to the SEO video show.
Hey, welcome to another episode of the SEO video show where SEO is alive and fun. My name is Paul Andre de Vera, aka Dre, and I curate SEO videos released in the past week into about 1 minute clips. My favorite part of the show is when I get to introduce my guest. And my guest today is the founder of Search Atlas, Manick Bhan. Before we get started, let's say what's up to everyone in chat. I see Natalie, Tanya, Stefan, Ernesto, Maddox, Kletcher, Kenneth, Kobe, Carol, Victor. Welcome everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Now let's get on with the show.
Hey Dre, why do SEOs love the farmer's market? Lots of organic content.
All right. Before we get started, here's a word from our sponsor. Spending thousands on SEO tools? Here's how I cut those costs and scaled faster. Hi, I'm Paul Andre de Vera, a 20-year SEO expert who built a thriving consulting business using one tool, Search Atlas. After getting laid off and spending a year jobless, I turned to consulting, but was drowning in costly SEO tools. Thousands of dollars every month, wasted time, and endless tabs. I knew there had to be a better way. The worst part? Every tool was separate, making my job as a solo SEO consultant even harder. But then I found Search Atlas, and everything has changed. Search Atlas brings everything together: technical SEO, backlinks, and on-page optimization all in one place. And in less than a year, I scaled my consulting business to make more than my corporate salary that took me 20 years to achieve, thanks to Search Atlas and its Otto AI. Otto AI saves me hours. I can manage multiple clients effortlessly and automate SEO tasks in literally one click. The best part? I'm spending a fraction of the cost, saving thousands of dollars a month. Don't wait. Get a 7-day free trial now and see how much time, money you can save and increase profits. Click the link below and start your free trial today.
Manick is the founder and CTO of LinkGraph. He's the creator of Search Atlas's SEO suite. He is the renowned SEO expert with over 10 years of experience. He's helped startups and Fortune 500 companies scale with data-driven SEO strategies. His innovative work has led LinkGraph to serve over 200 clients across industries. His thought leadership has been featured in Forbes, VentureBeat, TechCrunch, and SMX West. Please welcome Manick Bhan.
Manick, my man, welcome to the show.
What's up, dude? You got to show me how to do that. Like, when I talk into my mic, I don't sound like that. What is that? A filter? Loop pedal? Like, that's something.
There's a little filter on my soundboard here, but yep. So I'll show you how you do that. But let's go. We got George Wynn in the house. Manick, what's up, Manick and Dre? First of all, let's give him a round of applause.
Oh, man.
All right, Manick, I'm going to get right into it. This is the first question I ask all my SEO professionals that come on here. In 1 minute or less, how does Manick get ranking on page 1 of Google?
Faster than my competitors. That's how I do it.
Love it. That's the first knowledge bomb of today. Okay. Let's rewind this real quick. Let's take this back over 10 years ago. Let's see. Take us way back, a little over 10 years ago when you first got into SEO. Like, how'd you first get into it?
SEO was a necessary evil. I started a live entertainment ticketing platform called Ruckus, and people buy tickets. I mean, the largest ticket engine in the world is Google. Everyone goes to Google to figure out where to buy their tickets, and we realized very early on that in order for us to be successful, we had to get found on Google. So that's where I cut my teeth in digital marketing, was getting that company off the ground. And after 4 or 5 years of building that company, exited, and then soon after began building SEO technology.
Love that. Okay, so what made you actually interested in SEO? Why not, if you want to like promote your other play, why not PPC? Like, why did you get more interested into SEO?
Because SEO gets the girls. Everyone knows that.
Love that. So there we go. Yes.
I'm married, by the way.
SEO's love being on top.
That's right. I like being on top. But seriously, I hate I hated PPC. I actually started with PPC before SEO company. Like, we would all that resources and energy into figuring out how to get ranked organically rather than by paying for it. If you're paying by the click, you're not building a bigger business. You're building a bigger business for Google, but not for yourself. So,
love that. Okay, how'd you actually learn it then? I mean, there were so many resources like over 10. Well, was there many resources back to over 10 years ago?
Well, first I brainwashed myself. I read the Moz blog. I read all the wrong shit about SEO online and did it wrong. We would have been way more successful if there was more. At that time, remember, Dre, this is like 8 years ago. Back then, everyone was just talking about keyword research and writing content. There were some basic content optimization tools out there, but people didn't really understand the search engines. But you know what's crazy? Back in 2008, some of the most early search engine textbooks actually were written by smart folks out of Stanford that had published the research into how search engine systems work. I wish I had gone back and picked up one of those books rather than the Moz blog, because honestly, 90% of what's on that Moz blog is wrong. And if you believe it, you're going to be doing it the wrong way. So we wasted too much time doing ineffective SEO. And that's why I got into research. We began as a research company, and we still are very much a research company. I don't think of us as an SEO company. We're a research company first and foremost.
Love that. Okay, bring us forward now. Let's bring us towards like link graph. I've first heard of your name when link graph was out, and then take us to that journey.
Yeah, so link graph was built to be the biggest, most powerful marketplace or platform for building authority through backlinks.
Okay.
At that time, in order to rank on Google, when we looked at the ranking factor, we ran correlation studies on Google search, and back then, 8 years ago, it was all about authority. When we were measuring the sites that were ranking, those guys had a huge amount of backlink profiles. So the first thought was, okay, how do we build backlinks faster on more authoritative websites? Thus began the journey of creating what is today, I believe, the largest publisher exchange in the world. LinkGraph was really using that just for ourselves and our agency clients. But guess what? Next week, we're actually announcing this. We're doing the 12 days of Christmas, but the Search Atlas version, where we're launching a new product every single day, even on Christmas Eve and Christmas. And the first product we're launching is Link Laboratory, the publisher exchange, which has 47,000 guest post sites that you can publish to, many of which for less than $100. Yeah, bro.
Oh man, that sounds interesting. Which is a perfect segue to Search Atlas. I mean, what made you create Search Atlas?
The quest to get ranked on Google. I refuse to give up. Google drives over $10 trillion of economic value for the world. As more people come online, more and more people need the answer engine, and Google is the most dominant one. So we built all this technology because we, at first, were doing SEO in a more manual way. We were using all these tools. We had this massive toolkit. We were paying $20-something thousand a month in SEO software tools, SEMrush, Ahrefs, Surfer, Majestic. We were using content optimization, other software. We're using different crawlers. We were using Botify. If you guys have ever used those enterprise crawling tools that are super expensive, because we were in e-com and we had to crawl sites at over a million pages. And when we added it up, we were spending a shit ton of money, but it even wasn't just about the money. It was about putting together a blueprint of how to do competent, high quality SEO. And as we started to use these tools and we learned more, we realized the guys who make these tools, they're software developers. They're not SEOs. They build what they think works. They don't actually know what works. So they were doing SEO wrong. They were, and I would say that is my biggest criticism today of SEMrush, of Ahrefs, is they don't fucking know what SEO actually is. They don't know shit about it. Their metrics suck, and it's time for something new. So that's what we're here. That's what we're all about, is data-driven approach to SEO, and we're trying to do something fresh and different.
Love that, guys. And if you guys want to know Manick's strategy on SEO, you can watch his very first episode. This is his second time here on the show, so watch that episode. But today we're going to talk about specifically Search Atlas. So I'm curious now, like with this 12 days of Christmas, you have a bunch of things. For those that don't know Search Atlas, so I saw a question here. I mean, you kind of answered this already, but they're saying what's the difference between from SEMrush or Ahrefs? What are some other major differences you can find with Search Atlas?
All right, let's hit that one. So SEMrush, Ahrefs, what are they? These are reporting tools. If you want data about SEO, you can go to SEMrush, Ahrefs, plug in a website, see the keyword it's ranking for, look at its backlink profile. You can just do that. And people waste so much time just looking at keyword data, looking at their site audit, looking at all these things, and just spending all this time in these tools, but they don't do the most important thing, which is change something on your website that will move the rankings up. Build a backlink on the internet that will boost your rankings. Do something productive with your time. Search Atlas, it gives you all the stuff that you need. It gives you all that data, but it gives you something that they don't, which is what I think is the most important thing. It gives you a platform that does action for you. It will lead you. It will tell you, this is what we need to do on this website to rank better. Let's optimize our landing pages. Let's build new backlinks. We've built a holistic SEO framework, a holistic engine for AEO. We used to say SEO, but now today, with some of the new innovations that we're going to be launching in our 12 days of Christmas, it's about AEO. It's about optimizing for all answer engines. And one of the products, just to kind of pull the curtain back just a bit, it's called Quest. What Quest is actually about is, I think it's revolutionary. It's the first of its kind. It will help you understand your visibility in ChatGPT, in large language models. Right now, we do keyword rank tracking for Google. We look at heat maps to track our rankings on Google Maps. By the way, Search Atlas does all of this. But no one was able to really answer the question, how visible is my business inside ChatGPT? We realized that was an important question that needed to be answered for the future of where our industry is going. So we decided to figure out how do we crack that code. And Quest is our answer to that. It allows you to figure out who's ranking in your space in these LLMs. And most importantly, what can you do about it? Where can I go to get my content, my brand featured in the LLM? And it gives you a system that lets you do that.
Wow, man, what a knowledge bomb right there. That's going to be crazy. So I'm actually curious, when is this rolling out?
I got to check the calendar, but starting on next week, Monday, every day I'm going to be going live and doing like an hour-long demo of one product a day. And they're all going to be new products. Bro, we've been working our asses off for the last 3 months. We've been working super hard. Our team, since the last time I was on the show, our engineering team is like 3 times the size, right? And we brought on subject matter experts, some amazing minds in SEO. And I want to brag about them just a little bit, if I could. Yeah. Irfan Azimi, my man. Irfan is the guy who leaked the Google algorithm to Rand Fishkin and Mike. Irfan is a brilliant mind. He's bold. He's a rebel. And he's got more insight into some of Google's secrets than anyone. And Irfan is a collaborator, amazing guy. We've also been collaborating with Korai, Tugbert Gabor, good friend of mine, brilliant mind in the world of semantic SEO, that community helped us learn a tremendous amount about that aspect of the Google algorithms. And we brought that concept, that knowledge into the platform now. And a lot of other people, I'm not going to be able to remember everyone's names, but we've brought and marshaled an army of people that is passionate about SEO, that cares about solving this problem as much as I do and as much as you do, and we're all building together.
Love that. I love that. Okay, speaking of features, my favorite feature is Otto, right? And I like that, and it's like a dynamic SEO. So I'm curious, like, this Otto promises to do faster results than like traditional timelines. Can you kind of like break down the specific mechanics of how Otto works at the speed?
Yeah. So we actually filed a patent on this. The way that the technology works, it's fairly complex, but I'll just summarize. I'll boil it down. The idea we had is that we had created this holistic SEO framework over the last 7 years of building Search Atlas and Link Graph. So the holistic SEO framework is 4 key pillars: authority, content, technicals, UX, and behavior. When you master those 4 pillars, you master SEO, your rankings fly. We were doing these really complicated, long SOPs for how do we optimize for all those 4 components. What are the sites we use for link building? How do we build our links? How do we optimize our backlink profile? How do we optimize our content, create new content, the entity side of it, the internal linking side of it, the page rank sculpting, the on-page SEO, all these pieces. And what we realized that we could do, we could build a piece of technology that we give you. It's a pixel. It's just a 1 line of code. You drop that thing on your website. Search Atlas has already analyzed your site, and it's figured out, kind of like a conventional site audit. Imagine running an audit in Ahrefs or SEMrush or Screaming Frog or whatever. And that audit tells you, Dre, these are all the things that are wrong with your website that we need to fix. Search Atlas takes the next step and says, how do we fix it? And then it actually fixes it for you. It implements it into the code programmatically. So all you have to do, the human is the QA layer. You just review it and click deploy, and then a moment later it's live.
And guys, I've saved probably like a whole year at some point of time by using Otto. Like the time saver is gold. I want to go into like, so when it comes to Otto, is there any specific like industries that works well in, or does it work well even just like all industries? Does that matter?
Yeah, so we're learning a ton about this now, because at this point we've implemented Otto now on almost 10,000 websites, huge amount of sites. And what we found is that the bigger the site, the bigger the opportunity. They're harder to manage. You got more work to do with your hands. And so there's always a lot of low-hanging fruit on these big sites. So the bigger the site, the bigger the opportunity. The way I actually quantify it is I look at your rankings are governed by your organic traffic in general. The amount of organic traffic you get from Google equals ranking potential times ranking signal. Ranking potential, the idea is that we have this potential where we can rank our content. If you only have one web page, you have very low ranking potential. You only have one page that can rank. But if I have thousands of web pages, I got all these pages that I can get ranking. So you want to have high ranking potential. If you don't have enough pages, if you got a local client, let's say, that's just starting out, they got one web page, Otto can AI generate landing pages for you. It can AI generate blog posts for you. It can help you build full-on topical maps that you can instantly publish if you're using WordPress, if you're on Shopify, and soon to be go HighLevel as well. So Otto can also boost your ranking potential. And then the second part of the equation is ranking signals. And sorry for being so long-winded. Just want to explain this concept properly. The ranking signal part of it, that's the part that Google is looking at, all the off-page signals that tell them about the quality of the site. They're looking at authority, backlinks. They're looking at topical dominance, which is a really interesting concept. There's actually 2 handles on authority. One handle is the way we build authority through PageRank with backlinks. The other handle is the way that we show our authority through our content or knowledge-based trust. There's a map, there's actually a chart in one of Google's patents where they show that these 2 ranking signals are orthogonal. They work together. And so even if we don't have as many backlinks, we can overcome that weaker backlink profile with knowledge-based trust and create that topical dominance with our content. But really, when we put these pieces together, that's how Google figures out the rankings for any website. And what we wanted to do, and by the way, Dre, we're not done, right? Oh. We're never done. We're always building and building and building, because SEO it's a journey. It's not a destination. There's always more to be done.
Yep.
And so our objective is to build the world's greatest, most efficient, most cost-effective system for making SEO as turnkey as possible.
Love that. So you spoke about HighLevel. So I saw that announcement come in, but I'm curious, what is the integration with HighLevel? How does that work when Search Atlas? How can what's the user experience that someone can see with that?
Yeah. So HighLevel, they have an amazing platform. What they built is really, truly remarkable, but it has this big gap, which is it's great at activating the traffic that you have on the site. But if you don't have traffic, the HighLevel system is not going to be able to give you as much of an impact. Mm-hmm. So that's where Search Atlas comes in. What Search Atlas is doing is it's powering up those high-level sites, optimizing all of the SEO fundamentals, and helping build the backlinks. So if you've got your sites built in HighLevel, you're going to be able to automatically power those sites up using Otto in a very automated, super easy way. So Otto is being integrated into the HighLevel site builder. And in addition, obviously a lot of high-levelers are agencies. They're trying to sell, websites and services. So they're also going to gain access to our other tools in our platform that agencies love to use for reporting purposes, for prospecting purposes, things like our heat map technology, things like our site auditor, or our keyword research tools, or our site explorer that lets you look at the traffic of any website and look at its organic traffic or paid traffic. So pretty much the whole platform. It's going to be a super powerful integration, and I'm thrilled. I'm really thrilled about it. I'm excited to see the impact that we'll be able to have together with them.
Excellent.
Love that. Speaking of content, I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I haven't taken advantage of this, but I've from the people I've spoken to about your SEO content assistant is game changer. I mean, I'm curious, how does it differentiate itself from the other content optimizers, or what exact inputs are needed to produce these optimized content?
Yeah. So when we think about content optimization, that world of content optimizations have been stuck. They've been stuck at this idea of optimizing for entities. Really, that's like your NLP terms. Yep. When you go into your Surfer or Page Optimizer Pro or whatever tool you were using, and you see, I need to add all this content to the page. Those tools are kind of telling you to keyword stuff your content with a bunch of these terms. And the thing is, Google actually does look at the entities. It's important. But entities is just one dimension. All of those tools are scoring you based on just the entity presence in your content. Guess what? Entities are just maybe about 20% or less of the overall content grading engine. Mm-hmm. There are so many other pieces. Okay. We built a product that's called Scholar. Scholar stands for Semantic Content Heuristics for Objective Language Assessment and Review. Scholar. Okay.
Got it. Yeah.
What Scholar is it is a reverse engineer of Google's page quality algorithm. When search engines index web documents on the web, what they do is they ascribe what's called a static information retrieval score to every document. That is an intrinsic property to the document based on the quality of that document for the keywords that it's optimized for. Mm-hmm. It's looking at things like the contextual flow of the headings of the content. It's looking for the factuality. What type of facts are you advocating in your content versus your competitors? It's looking at, let's say, the nutritional density, which is kind of a weird way to think about it. But if you think about it like, how much useful information do I have in my article, in my landing page, versus the total amount of words? If you just got a bunch of word vomit on the page and only a couple key ideas, you got a really low information quality score. Yeah. But if you're really informationally dense, if you're very concise, if you've got good pronoun references, if you're not using unnecessary or useless words that don't add anything to the meaning, if you've got good sentence structure, I can go on. This algorithm is actually very complicated. All right. It was very complicated. It took us months and months and months working with some really, really smart guys that have studied the patents as well as we studied the patents and went through those patents and tried to figure out, how does page quality actually work? And then we wrote an algorithm for it. And then after we wrote the algorithm, we said, well, is this thing any good? Like, how do we know if we actually did it right? Right? Because it's not like we can go and talk to Larry or Sergey. Yo, Larry, what do you think? Did we get this right? Could you tell me if we're on the right track? Right? Google's not going to tell us anything about this. So what we had to do is we had to use the search engine itself to tell us if we were on the right path. So what we did is we ran correlation studies where we analyzed the Scholar semantic SEO scores of keyword after keyword and page after page. And we analyzed literally, I think, about 5,000 keywords in search results. And then we did something cool where we ran a correlation study. Correlation study basically asked the question, if we have a high semantic score, how often do we rank high? If I have a high semantic score, do I ever rank low? And guess what we found, Dre?
What did you find?
The number one most correlated ranking factor for pages that ranked well in Google was a high Scholar semantic score, higher than anything, higher than domain rating, higher than a domain authority, higher than the content entity score that you'll get from tools like Surfer or whatever. It's way more than just that stuff. That's why, the way I answered your question is like, what makes our system different is it's actually based on the real search engine, not based on the speculation about how it works. It's rigorous research. Like I said, we're not an SEO company. We're a research company that just happens to build SEO technology.
So Scholar, has this always been implemented in your SEO writing content assistant, or is this something new that just was added, or is this? Yeah, I'm curious. I've been missing out.
New innovation. Yeah, Scholar is actually being announced as a part of the 12 Days of Christmas.
Oh, okay.
We're going to do a whole
right.
a whole thing on it. Yeah, maybe you can join and tune in.
Oh yeah, I will.
And so, actually, when we built Scholar, my first question that I had for my team is, guys, what's the Scholar score of our AI content? Yeah. Do we win, or do our competitors' AI generate better content than we do based on Scholar?
Yeah.
Right. Nervous moment.
Yeah.
And because once we have the algorithm, right now we have to actually benchmark ourselves. Yep. And we did this. We benchmarked ourselves. We benchmarked all of our competitors. We actually beat them, which was exciting. But to be totally honest, there were some things that we missed that we didn't get right. And opportunities for us to optimize that content even more to rank better for that page quality algorithm. And so that's what we've been doing. And we're not done. We're constantly refining. I can share some of the secrets. I can't say too much about it because honestly, this is it's pretty valuable. We've been getting really good at AI generating content. We've been getting really good at figuring out what information do we need to include in that content and where to include it and how to create the right flow of the content. These are critical, super important to create high quality AI content that is also humanized, right? It can't be the AI content. It's got to be human content.
Yeah.
Because the first thing we want to do is we want to rank, right? We can get ranking, but people at this point, man, I could show you a paragraph that was AI generated and you would be like, Manick, that's AI content right away, right? Like we all know what it looks like.
Yeah.
We've seen it.
Yep.
And we kind of hate it, don't we? Yeah. Like we don't want to read AI content.
No.
When people send me like a message and they send me text and I'm like, dude, this is fucking AI generated. I don't want you to read. I don't want to read it. And I'll respond. If it's my team, I'm like, dude, you do this again, you're fired. Like, don't ever send me word vomit from ChatGPT. Like, I want you to use your own words, condense this idea down. Don't give me like, a War and Peace essay. Anyways, you get the point.
Yeah.
That's what we're up to with Scholar.
Okay, cool. So I'm not missing out just yet, right? So I still have time to check this out. And I want to, and when it comes to some more features, you recently also added like a digital PR feature, which is huge in the SEO industry on digital PR. I'm curious, like how are you automating this digital PR feature, and how's it working for people using software? Yeah.
So the whole point of the digital PR technology is we know that in order to do the best quality link building, we got to learn how to reach out to websites, not just like shitbox spam, guest posting sites that get zero OT, right? I'm talking about real websites, sites that you and I read, sites that are ranking in Google. And the only way to do that is you got to be able to send them emails. You got to get in touch with them. You got to communicate with them. And we, in the process of building our link graph publisher exchange, which I mentioned earlier in this episode,
yep.
We have now hundreds of thousands of publishers, 47,000 you can publish to instantly through that platform. In order to build that, we had to email these guys. We had to outbound outreach them. Our team has been doing that for 7 years. In the process of doing that, we learned a thing or two about how to do this right, about what works, what doesn't work. And we've basically taken all of that knowledge and built them into templates. And what our goal is that every business that is running on Otto, every business that wants this playbook to be able to get their own niche relevant sites to link build on, to get their own reciprocal linking opportunities with relevant publishers or even competitors. Like, it's funny, Surfer SEO links to us. We link to Surfer SEO. How do you think that happened? Right? We established contact with them through an email outbound, right? And we did a link exchange. So this is a really powerful strategy. It's one of the oldest strategies in the book. You remember back in GeoCities era when people are like, other sites that my partner sites, they link out to all their friends' sites.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the same thing. It's just a new era of doing it. And so all we've done is we've just built kind of like bumpers on the bowling alley to make it easier for teams to just execute that strategy and playbook to do it for themselves. But Dre, can I tell you one thing I'm even more excited about than that one?
Probably.
Okay. It's called Wildfire. All right.
Is this part of 12 days?
It is part of the 12 days.
Okay. All right. I'm getting a lot of sneak peek here. So love it. Okay. Wildfire?
It is. So it stands for websites interlinking directly, driving Wildfire. Fostering influence, reputation, and engagement. Oof, got it. Wildfire. And so it's this idea that we can actually find websites that are also running on Otto. They're also running on the same technology. And by the way, we've got huge brands running on Otto. Hyundai India, right? They're running on Otto. Some of the biggest white label SEO shops in the world. The Hoth runs on Otto. Yep. There's tons and tons of big, awesome brands. Name Silo, they're also running on this technology, as well as even small sites like local businesses, plumbers, lawyers, doctors, dentists, etc. What we realized, we could actually help this entire community by helping them build each other's reputations up. And so what we're going to do, and there's no charge for Wildfire at all. It's enabled for everyone. Everyone can use it. Is you can find partners within the Otto ecosystem that are topically relevant to you. So if you're a doctor, these would be potentially other doctors in other geographies. If you're a SaaS company, other SaaS companies. And so it analyzes sites on 3 points: topicality, authority, and locality, and finds relevant partners that you can partner with and basically implements it for you automatically. So you'll get links, you'll give links. Done.
Wait, I mean, the partner would have to at least approve it, right? I would say, like, how would someone get a link? I mean, I don't want a link. How does that work? There has to be some type of approval process. I don't want a link to show it up on my blog.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Okay, so okay. We don't do anything. It's the same idea with an Otto. So Otto stands for one-click trusted transparent optimization. So everything's transparent. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Otto, one-click trusted transparent optimization. So everything that we do in Otto, you can see it. So with Wildfire, you approve it. It doesn't go live, but in order for you to get a link, you have to give one. If you don't give one, you don't get one.
Oh, so it's actually be like it's an exchange between both parties. Is it, or how it is, or can it be like a
A
three-way?
to B, B to C.
Okay. As long as like
three-way
it's
or
like
four-way or five-way.
You got to give to receive, basically. Just give to the network.
Yeah, it's the holiday spirit. Exactly.
I love that. I love that. All right. So there's another part of building backlinks of Search Atlas, which I love as well, as you can also do press releases and cloud stacks, right? So this, I know we have link exchanges here, but you can also build your own with these high authority websites. I mean, can you explain a little more about that for our audience?
Yeah. So one of the things that we know is that news sites for Google are gold. Like, they love their news sites. They trust them. Those news sites have a crap ton of traffic, a lot of authority. And we've always been trying to figure out, how do we get more access to that? And now, in this new era of AEO, answer engine optimization for large language models, it's even more important that we figure out how to get our content into those news sites so that ChatGPT and Claude and X.AI, that these guys will pick up that content, right? If we put it on tiny websites, they're not going to pick it up. We got to put that content on well-known, reputable sites that they want to bring into the world state. We have publishers. And one of the reasons that we acquired a company called Signal Genesis earlier this year was to gain access to a really powerful empire of news sites.
Right.
What we've been doing is actively opening up new relationships. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek of some of the publishers that we have partnered with. Reuters, the world's backbone of news. Incredible access through Reuters. TheStreet.com, very powerful, high authority site. NASDAQ and Dow Jones, sites that have all kinds of important financial information on them. We've got news networks, local news, radio stations, national news media. We've got European news outlets as well. So through, let's say, all the press release distribution functionality, we can build per distribution over 100 backlinks. I think the cost of the press releases, it's like $30. Mm-hmm. So as far as like cost per link, cheapest in the game. Yeah. And we've done one thing. As soon as we acquired the company, we asked the question, why do press release distribution platforms always publish the same content over and over and over again, right, to all the sites? Google hates it because they don't need to index 100 copies of the same story, right? They just need one or just a few. Mm-hmm. So what we said is, we're going to create the first dynamic press release.
What?
So now you can get that press release indexed, way more often, and get more backlinks in the search engine, powering up your site or your GMB. So that's a big area of innovation for us. You also mentioned cloud stacks, and we got those too.
Yeah. Okay. Let's back up real quick. So, like, is that live now? Is the dynamic content per press release, is that live already? Is that another feature that's coming in the 12 days of Christmas?
No. So it's live already. We've had it live for a while.
Okay.
But the new distribution sites like Reuters, that's not online right now.
Okay. Okay.
On the 12 days, we'll be announcing like 6 new marquee publishers, as well as some new relationships we've made with other news stations. We'll be announcing that.
Wow. And when it comes to cloud stacks, that's another feature of, like, building your own backlinks within, like, well, I mean, for those that don't know what cloud stacks are, can you explain what cloud stacks are and why are they such good links to build?
Yeah. So cloud stacks are content that you publish on cloud domains that have a lot of authority. Sites like GitHub, sites like Azure, or Google Cloud, or Amazon Web Storage, or Dropbox. A lot of these sites are very powerful, and you can actually get your content uploaded to them. And when Google sees this content, they see that it's living on a really powerful domain, right, on the internet. And that inherently gives them some credibility and value. The challenge is indexing, getting that content indexed by the search engines. And so we have some tricks up our sleeve that allow us to also get your cloud stacks indexed too. Ooh. Each cloud stack contains 13 cloud sites. Yep. So each stack is 13 backlinks, really. And if you look at the DRs of those sites, they're like DR 70 up to DR 90. So very powerful sites. And you can get a cloud stack from us for, I think, like $10. Mm-hmm. So super cheap. Goes instantly too.
Love that. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more for those local SEOs out there. I mean, we have you can do enterprise SEO, you can do e-commerce SEO. For how about local SEO and some of the GBP automations that have been built in and like all that map tracking? Can you kind of share what you guys are doing on the local SEO side of things?
Yeah, so we actually just completed an implementation. I can't say who the client is, but they had over 350 GMBs that they wanted to get ranking better. Those 350 GMBs were on 132 websites. Rankings. What a lot of people don't fully get, and I think this is important to clarify to all the listeners out there, if you're a local SEO is not just Google Maps, your GMB on Google Maps. It's also your website, okay? If you don't optimize your website, you're not going to be able to get the full impact of your GMB. And so in Otto is a website optimization system. It is also a Google My Business optimization system that will be able to optimize your profile. It'll figure out the right categories, the right services, the missing pieces, the right attributes to add. It'll give you recommendations for optimizations to make to your profile. It'll generate Google My Business posts for you that include the keywords that GMB is trying to rank for. It can even create the Q&As for you. It basically is a full GMB automation product. And what we found when we did the implementation, I was actually just talking to our team about it today. I said, guys, out of the 132 sites, 350 GMBs, how many of them showed rankings that went up? Like, just be honest with me. How many of them actually went up? And they're like, Manick, literally every single one.
Wow.
Every single one had their rankings improve. And that's the thing, is like, we're not just hitting it on one level. We're not just building some weird backlinks to the GMB that are spammy. We're not just tweaking and running like some posts over here. This is a full system that is optimizing every single component of the site and the GMB. And so for local SEO, at this point, I kind of consider like Google Maps is a solved area. Like it's pretty much solved. Maybe you need more reviews, maybe you need more backlinks, but you can inherently move the rankings up for any Google My Business. If you just optimize all the components GMB, you'll see the rankings pop.
Love that, guys. And if you guys have any questions about Search Atlas, go ahead and ask them in the live chat right now as I come down to my last few questions here. But let's go into like the future of Search Atlas. I know we have 12 days of Christmas coming up. Is there anything that you can share a little bit more before those 12 days? Like a couple features that we should get us excited to like tune in?
I already gave you like 4 or 5, didn't I? I gave you a bunch.
Yeah.
But what I can say is that our team is like, we've been really excited. We've been working super hard on this. While a lot of our competitors over the holidays are kind of drinking a lot of eggnog and getting lazy by the fire, where there's nothing wrong with that, we're leaning in. And so we're going full tilt. We're going hard into the new year. We're going to be launching over 20 new products over the next 3 weeks. Nice. So if you're interested in what we're launching, we'll be doing lives every single day on Facebook and doing full-on demonstrations of each of those new products and how you can use them to improve your SEO results. We'll also be launching, all right, I'll just tell you. I'll give you one more.
All right, go one more. Give me one more.
So you know what? I told you I didn't like PPC. I didn't like ads, right?
Yeah.
Because I just didn't like the idea that we have to give a credit card to Google in order to rank, or Facebook, whoever it is. But the truth is that a lot of times you can get great results through Google ads and Facebook ads. So we're also using AI now to automate building super high quality Google ad campaigns, like really high quality. They get instantly excellent ad copy quality scores inside Google Ads, like perfect scores. They're not single keyword ad groups, but they're single themed ad groups. So each ad group is really tightly clustered around one theme. Mm-hmm. And within just a few clicks, you can run an amazing high quality Google ad campaign for any business.
Oh man, that is going to be gold for me. I mean, like mean, I don't want to talk about me, but yeah, that's I'm looking forward to that one right there. But love that, and I want to
that one.
Yeah, I love that one. That's something that's gonna be really cool. I mean, okay, when it comes to, let's say, let's say for like people that is like interested in Search Atlas, if you're just a beginner or even no matter what expert level, what would be that one feature of Search Atlas that that we should be prioritizing?
Yeah, the first thing that anyone would need to do is get the Otto SOP. It unpacks exactly what to do, how to do it, about how long it should take you. Mm-hmm. If you're an agency owner and you've got team members who can run that playbook, just give it to them and have them run it. And just watch. After you implement those changes, give it 14 days and check your rankings. You'll see an uptick for sure. That's the one thing I would recommend anyone do. And there's layers. It's like an onion. There's more and more and more, or let's say a birthday cake, better metaphor. Yeah. There's layers to this. And so, Dre, like people like you who have been in the game, who have been studying, and students of how SEO works, you're going to be able to leverage the technology at a higher and greater level than people who are new. But even if you're new, I think this lets you punch above your pay grade and lets you practice high quality, competent SEO and get there like right out of the gate.
Love that. That leads me to my last question, where it's like, if someone wants to become an SEO professional and get into the SEO industry, what would your advice be to them?
My advice would be keep playing the game. Build your own website first. Create a GMB that you want to optimize. Build your own blog and dog food the technology. Run it for yourself and learn. If you really love it, like as I do and as I know you do, we geek out on this stuff. Right? We're constantly in pursuit of excellence, and find out how much of a passion you really have for it. I'd also say do your bank account a favor and don't just be an SEO nerd. Also be like a I want to have a good life nerd. Like care about your life, and that means go get clients. Like go and take what you've learned and apply it and help someone else build a bigger business and profit from that. Make some money so that you're not just, I know the reason I say that advice is because I know a lot of really solid SEOs, like good people who are just so committed to the lab and being in the lab, playing with their test tubes of SEO science, but they don't actually implement anything. They're just educating themselves academically. Don't be that guy. Do something useful with your knowledge.
Love that. And for this episode to feel complete for you, any last comments and how people can get a hold of you? And also, where can we also watch the 12 Days of Christmas features?
So you got my name. It's spelled out right here. Just add me on Facebook. Join our Facebook community, SEO Theory by Search Atlas. We'll be going live every day starting December 13th for like through the new year, really. So even on Christmas Eve, if you have enough Christmas Eve plans and you want to jump into a community and just vibe out on some SEO stuff and see what we're working on, you'll be able to do that. And I'll be going live for probably about an hour every day, just demoing a new piece of technology we built, explaining why we built it, how it works, and just trying to teach people. So tune into that if that's interest. And just keep on cracking on. SEO is a never-ending adventure. And thanks to guys like Dre. Thanks for doing the show. Great way for people to stay abreast of new innovations that are happening in the industry. So keep tuning into shows like this as well.
Love it. Everyone's give a round of applause. Thank you, Manick. Can you hold on for one quick second while I sign off? Hold on for one quick second. All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that concludes another episode of the SEO Video Show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And don't forget to support our sponsors. Today's sponsor is Search Atlas. Go to seo.video/atlas. It's seo.video/atlas for a 7-day free trial. Okay, until next time, I will see you guys on Friday. Peace out.